Beauty and budgets. You don't often think they'll go together, but I'll explain. Hi, I'm Amanda Walker, the mortgage coach. I'm an accountant, I'm a mortgage advisor, and I'm a financial coach. Today, I really wanted to talk to you about budgeting and how beauty comes into it. Now, it's January 2023, and everybody is looking at doing a budget and how to stick to a budget this year. And I've been talking a lot about budgets in the premise of how to get mortgage ready. Have a budget now, save up a deposit, and towards the end of this year, next year, whatever your goal is, be able to get mortgage ready. But today I wanted to talk about budgets from a different point of view. So when you are structuring your budget, the first thing I would say to do is, yes, look at your bank statements and see where your money is currently going. And then that will give you an estimate and a guideline of how far you need to go to achieve the budget, because it needs to be realistic. Now, the budget, yes, it should include either your mortgage or your rent payments. It should include utility bills, council tax, and that kind of thing, TV license, Netflix, maybe Spotify, or anything that you use, and that kind of stuff. But the other thing you should consider is your lifestyle and entertainment, be that going to the gym or going out to the cinema or out for drinks or eating out or dining out, but also something that always seems to get forgotten, which is your personal care. Now, personal care can mean things like your beauty treatments, getting your nails done, getting your hair done, going to the barbers if you're a guy, getting your hair done, going to the hairdressers if you're a girl. And that is really important. Now, a lot of people really struggle to put money aside for these kind of things, but I'm here to say it is really important. Your relationship with your money is really important, but your relationship with yourself is even more important. Now, having regular appointments to make yourself feel better, look better on the outside, does help on the inside. When you've spent a couple of hours at hairdressers, they're like agony aunts, aren't they? So you talk to them about your problems at the same time they're doing your hair or your eyebrows, or whatever they're doing. You don't need to tell me, but you feel better on the outside, you start to feel better on the inside. It's time for you. Life is just so busy nowadays. We're rushing around. Some people have got a full-time job. Some people have got a full-time job and a side hustle. Some people have got a full-time job or a part-time job and they're studying. There's a lot going on. We try and pack as much as we can in every day. But how much time do we spend for ourselves, right? Do some of us just wait till it's a bank holiday or it's Christmas, and then that's when we have a break, or that 2-week holiday in the summer? But is that really enough? Should you be looking after your personal care on a monthly basis or a weekly basis? Now, what I'm trying to say is, when you're budgeting, budget for that as well. Budget for yourself, because at the end of the day, saving up a deposit for a house can take, as I mentioned, years. And you need to keep going. You need to motivate yourself. You need to feel good about yourself. Everybody's relationship with money, saving up for that deposit, is different, and it can take its toll. And some days you just can't remember why you did it, but you have to remember your why, and that will keep you going. Now, what I'd like to say is, as I've mentioned before, beauty and budgets. So when you're budgeting, budget for your beauty treatments as well, because it's your time. It's time for you. And yes, the long-term goal is to save up for a deposit for a house or whatever you're looking to do. And that is great, don't get me wrong. But in the meantime, while you're on this journey, you need to think of yourself, and you need to think of what will help you and what will keep you going. At the end of the day, when you are thinking about yourself and thinking about what keeps you going, why not budget for that and look after yourself? I mean, I'd even say the same for people who go to the gym or people that get Netflix. Whatever your vice is to make you feel better and keep you going and keep you motivated along the journey is the best way to go. It really is. And I mean, at the end of the day, the long term goal can seem quite far away. If you break it into chunks and work your way up to it, that is the best way to be. Now, there's a lot on my channel that's about mortgage education, and if there's any areas that you'd like me to talk about other than that, by all means, just let me know and it will be a topic I'll talk about. I will this year also talk about money matters more and talk about people's relationship with money and talk about people's money characters, money personalities. So you could be the type of person that as soon as you get a lump sum of money, you just want to blow the whole lot. You could be the type of person that wants to save everything and doesn't want to spend money on themselves. Or you could be the type of person that only spends money on essentials like food and would never think of pampering themselves. But at the end of the day, what keeps you going? You need to look after yourself. You need to think inwards. What would make me feel better? What would keep me going? And even if you just put aside a small amount of money every month to get your eyebrows done, if you feel better on the outside, it really will help feeling better on the inside. And I think just taking the time and taking care of yourself, personal care, really does help with your mental health, in my opinion. And I really do believe that it's going to be a hard year and there's a lot going on. And if you can spend a little bit of time just on yourself, then why not? I mean, at the end of the day, if you can't do it for yourself, who's going to do it for you? So, as I mentioned before, just to summarise, when we're talking about budgets, yes, by all means, start off with the main areas of the budget, be it mortgage or rental payments, be it utilities, council tax, that kind of thing. Then move on to, car expenses if you've got anything like that, or if you travel into work by train, all of those costs as well. Then move into, lifestyle, entertainment, going to the gym, mobile phone, all of those, and subscriptions and things. But do not forget your personal care. Do not forget it. Oh, and also don't forget your deposit. So figure out how much you earn and how much deposit you'll need for what property that you're looking for. Divide that deposit by 12 months, 24 months, and try and put that aside every single month. Because baby steps is the way you're going to get there. No one has a deposit overnight. So just figure out what you need and then just divide it by however long you think it's going to take. And then each month, each week, some people I know, basically their salary comes in the month, they pay all their bills, whatever's left. After they've put their deposit aside, they've allocated their savings pot and personal care, as I said, and everything else. They divide the rest by 4 and they put it into every week. Every Friday, for instance, they move a quarter of it into another account, and that is their spending account. And once that's done, they do not spend any more till the following Friday. So whatever works for you. There are so many different ways to budget, but it has to be consistent and you have to be honest with yourself. I myself have a budget set for me, and then and then at the end of every month I review it. What did I put aside and what is the actuals and what is the difference, and can I account for that difference and what does that mean? So it does make a difference to look at these things and to be aware of your finances, and budgeting is one of the first steps after you've reviewed your finances. All right then, take care. Thanks for your time. If you've loved this content, please subscribe. Please look at the links, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.